Hi guys, we have a holiday coming up and I bet some of y'all know what it is. It's Pesach. Passover is next week. So we're going to be reading some books about Passover. This one is called My First Passover Board Book. DK Publishing, not Laura's. All right, let's talk about what Passover is. What is Passover? Passover celebrates freedom. We sing songs and tell the story of Moses. Do you use these things at Passover? We have salt for the salt water. We have a matzah cover. We have wine. We have the Seder plate. This is at the Seder, we tell the story of Pesach. We have matzah and we have the Haggadah. And this is a book with the stories and songs of Passover. And the Passover story. Long ago, an evil Pharaoh ruled over the land of Egypt. Oh, he was not nice. Look at him. He made them work all day and all night. He made the Jews work hard as slaves. But then Pharaoh said that all Jewish baby boys must be killed. Oh no. The Jews were very afraid. One Jewish mother hid her son in the bulrushes of the river Nile. Later, Pharaoh's daughter rescued him and named him Moses. She put him in a basket. And look, I just happen to have a basket. And inside, baby Moses. When Moses grew up, God sent him to speak to Pharaoh. Let my people go, said Moses. But Pharaoh would not listen to him. He said, listen, God said, let them go. But Pharaoh said, no, 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 I will not let them go. So God sent the 10 plagues. He sent rivers of blood. He said pesky frogs, frogs everywhere. He said itchy lice, ooh, and wild beasts, oh no, and sick cows. Because Pharaoh was not listening to God. He also sent nasty illnesses. People got sick and got bumps and all kinds of stuff on them. And he sent hailstorms and hungry locusts. Then he made it very, very dark. And then the firstborns in Egypt, they died. At last, Pharaoh freed the Jewish people. The Jews left in a great hurry and did not have time to finish baking their bread. They were in such a hurry, they had to go. And then Pharaoh changed his mind and chased after them. The Jews reached the edge of the sea and were trapped. Oh no, he's chasing after them. A miracle happened and God parted the sea. The Jews walked through and were free. God opened up the sea so they could pass by and get away safely. And as we prepare for Passover, we do not eat bread and foods like the hametz for 8 days. So bread and pasta and cookies and cake, we don't eat that during Passover. And before Passover, the house, you search for the hametz. You with a candle and you brush away the crumbs with a feather. And then you burn the hametz. And at Passover, we eat certain kinds of food. We eat a special food that does not contain hametz. We eat gefilte fish, eggs in salt water, macaroons, matzo ball soup, and there's matzo brie. It's like French toast we've made with eggs and matzah. And then we have special kosher for Passover food. It's very special food prepared for Pesach. And at the Seder, people celebrate the festival of Passover with a meal called the Seder. During the Seder, we eat matzah with haroseh and matzah with bitter herbs. The haroseh is made from cinnamon, apples, walnuts, and wine or grape juice. It's sticky because it represents the bricks that the slaves had to build with. And we also fill a cup of wine for the prophet Elijah to invite him in. This is a cup for Elijah. The Seder plate. We put special food on the plate to remind us of the story of Passover. Like we said, we have the haroseh, like the bricks in the mortar the slaves made in Egypt. A roasted egg symbolizes new life. Parsley, a sign of spring. And we have bitter herbs because life was hard for the slaves. They're real bitter. Oh, they don't taste good. And then we also have a bone that represents the sacrifice made to God. And this night is different from all the other nights because we eat matzah. They had no time to bake regular bread and let it rise. This bread is very flat, flat, flat. Do not make it fat, fat, fat. We eat bitter herbs because the Jewish people really had a hard time. So this represents the hardship they had. We have salt water on the table to represent the tears because the Jewish people were so sad and they cried. And then it says we lean at the Seder because the Jews are free and can relax. And then we have the afikomen. At every Seder, we hide a piece of the matzah. And then we have to go look for it. Like we hit our grogger. You hide a piece of matzah this time. This is the afikomen. And you have to find it. And there we have some Passover colors. We have brown nuts, yellow feather, blue yarmulke, green parsley, red wine, silver candlestick. The end.